A march of justice is how Wagner's leader Yevgeny Prigozhin justified it. For others, such as Russia's leader Putin himself, this was betrayal, a red line not many dare to cross.
All those who deliberately chose the path of treachery, who prepared an armed mutiny, who chose the path of blackmail and terrorist methods will face inevitable punishment and will answer both to the law and to our people.
Just as quickly as the insurrection became reality, a deal was brokered with the Belarusian president. While the situation appears defused for now, many who dared to defy Putin paid a heavy price. A fierce Kremlin critic, Boris Nemtsov, was once one of Russia's promising opposition leaders, jailed several times for speaking out against Putin's government. But in 2015, on a Friday night, just steps away from the Kremlin, Nemtsov was shot and killed, a dissident voice silenced. 5 Chechen men were later found guilty and sentenced to over a decade in prison. Oppose Mr. Putin's rule, threaten his establishment, and life can turn into one behind bars. Once the wealthiest man in Russia, former oil tycoon Mikhail Khodorkovsky crossed the line with Putin when he began to promote reforms and accused him of corruption. Khodorkovsky was charged with tax fraud, a charge he says was politically motivated. Putin, then the prime minister, was asked about the case and he replied, a thief should be in prison. The maximum prison sentence was given to the Kremlin critic and he spent years behind bars. Alexei Navalny, a staunch Russian opposition leader critical of Putin, fell into a coma on a flight returning to Moscow 3 years ago. He was later medevaced to Germany, where he recovered. Investigations later concluded he was poisoned with a nerve agent. Navalny vowed to keep fighting. An opposition threat to the Kremlin lingered, and as he landed back in Russia months later, he was arrested. Now held in a maximum security prison, Navalny faces a term extension that could possibly see him behind bars for decades. It's a fate seen many times over when someone crosses Mr. Putin, and not all can escape it, not even living in exile. Wagner's Yevgeny Prigozhin may have found a haven in Belarus for now, but his safety seems fragile at best. For Blytkin, CNN, Berlin.